Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have Into the Soup, Friendcation. This is a docu-series, I guess. Um, it's a 4-episode docu-series. Each of the episodes are about 50 or so minutes each, give or take, and it follows 5 friends who are known in, I guess, the world of K-pop. I don't, everything I've looked at doesn't seem to give me a straight answer as to if all, some, or just one of them is in BTS. I don't know. I think V is, according to this, BTS V or 5? I don't know. He's the youngest, maybe the prettiest. He's got the floofy hair. I don't know. All I know is that these guys are best friends, and this is something that a BTS or K-pop fan probably would drool over, like really just go nuts over watching. Imagine just going on a vacation with 5 cute K-pop boys. They're men. They are men. I'm pretty sure they are adult men. I mean, sure, maybe if they were teens. No, I don't know what the rules are for renting a car in Korea. I mean, if this is, I'm going to tell you right off, this is not made for everybody or most people unless you are a fan of these guys. Hey, and if you are, awesome. Just live in the soup. Seriously, just bathe in this and have a great time. No judgment at all whatsoever. This just isn't made for me. I would rather watch a BTS concert than watch any of this again. None of it's interesting to me. If you enjoy them having an emergency meeting about going on vacation while eating lunch, and then see them pack up their minivan and drive slowly across South Korea to, it doesn't say anymore. Anyway, to a place. I guess it's kind of a remote place. They go to a kind of a very brutal, cement-looking cabin in the woods kind of thing, but it's got a little pool inside, a sauna, a game room. Everything's all set up for them. They have matching pajamas. They after they arrive, they just have conversations. They check out the place. They go grocery shopping. Then they make dinner. And then they play games. And that's pretty much it. It also teases the fact that they're such good friends, they even sleep together in their pajamas. And of course, they all know there's not like it's a hidden camera thing or anything else. It's not like they know that this is being filmed. And in fact, one of the guys is, when he is about to say something crude or swear or something because he lost a game or something, he's like, "Oh, I probably shouldn't use profanity, right? Because that probably wouldn't work." So like they're very much aware of the cameras. They're very much aware that this is something that their fans would be watching. It's them just going on vacation in the winter of 2022, but not even a year ago. It's just them just relaxing. And it has a fairly relaxing vibe to it. I mean, I guess I'd want to hang out with my friends in a low-key cabin. I don't know what I'm going to call it a cabin. It's like a space mansion, but very, like, it's brutal architecture. It's so cement based. But they sit out by a little fire outside in their chairs, and they just have conversations about life and who's cuter. They just talk about, well, I've always thought I was cute. okay, whatever. By the way, I don't understand Korean whatsoever, and the only they're talking Korean 95% of the time. Every once in a while, some English pokes through, but even the subtitles are in Korean as they speak Korean. So you do have to turn on the subtitles. Just go to the settings in the top corner here and click on that or whatever and highlight it, and then choose English CC closed captioning, and then close it, and you'll start seeing English text that will explain what they're even saying. Otherwise, I would have been lost. I only discovered that about 5 minutes in and realized, am I expected to understand all this? Do I need to take a crash course in Korean real quick? Or do I just sort of guess at what's going on? Just sort of like, just sit in the vibe and, you know. And this is really all about the vibe. And it is really totally about just hanging out with the guys. Normally, I'd think hanging out with the guys in America usually means, hey, let's take a Vegas trip. And we're Americans, so we're a lot louder. And we're a lot probably cruder. And yeah. I get the impression, are they, I guess they're not teenagers, but they're not old enough to be, have they been married? Are they married? I'm completely clueless in all of this, and I will admit that it's not my realm of knowledge. That's it's okay. It's if you're curious as to who you're going to see in this, it's Park Seo Joon, Peak Boy, Choi Woo Shik, and Park Hyung Sik, and BTS V. That's what it says here on IMDb in the brief description. Yeah. So there's 3 more episodes of this, and I think they get out of the house a little bit more. They get on a boat. It's cold out. They go to the beach. It's cold out. And I don't know. It's just like 4 days, 3 nights of them just hanging out. And I think each episode is just a day. And you wake up in your identical pajamas and you just bust on each other, and you're boys. It's the boys. And it's definitely, they have a very young, very dedicated female young audience. So yeah, there's not going to be anything weird or crude or anything else with that. You see a lot of stuff blurred out in this, like, they go grocery shopping and you have to blur out nearly every logo for every product that they're buying, and blur out any faces that are of anybody in the store that didn't get, releases from, which makes sense, But yeah, it's a Friendcation. If that's your thing, have at it. Have fun. It is just not for me. I am not going to watch 3 more episodes of reading these guys having a conversation. I can't think of anybody, any band that I would want to do this for. Like, yeah, I don't know. Corresponding, would it be the Bangles? How about the Go-Go's at the height of their fame in the early to mid 80s? Or when they're coming up in the LA punk scene. That might be interesting. I've heard stuff. But that's the kind of thing the stuff that the Go-Go's were doing in the LA punk scene along Sunset Strip back in the 80s is not something you can put on Disney Plus. I will tell you that much right now. I'm also old. So let's pick tomorrow. By the way, tomorrow is the last day of the month, last day of the quarter, the last day before I reset the entire list with a whole new set of things to start July 1st. So this is the last one of the month. Let's see what we get.
271.
271. 271. Okay. Hey, it's a short. And it's kind of a sequel to the last one of these shorts that we watched. Not really, but we watched the corresponding one to this. You'll know what I mean when I show it to you. It's a Marvel one-shot. This is one of the usual bonus features that came out on the Blu-ray when it got released to promote, I believe, Thor Ragnarok. And it was on YouTube and everything else for a while, but eventually was added to the discs, and now it's on Disney Plus. We're going to be watching Marvel one-shot Team Daryl. Yeah, Thor has a friend. He has a roommate named Daryl in Australia. And is it New Zealand? No, I think it's not Australia. I'm not sure. So fun abounds. These guys hanging out, Daryl and Thor hanging out, even though I don't think Daryl is that amused, might be a bit more entertaining than Friendcation, whatever they're doing. But it's also much shorter. So I'll see you back here tomorrow with Marvel One Shot Team Daryl on the next Disney Plus Everyday Challenge.